I've always had a soft spot in my heart for Samurott V-Star, so much so that we've covered Samurott on the channel multiple times, despite the fact that there isn't really a lot of interest in Samurott, and we're in the middle of Pokemon Card 151, and I still think nobody's talking about it. We might be the only video for Samurott V-Star on YouTube. I don't know. I'm recording this a little bit in advance, but regardless, I am a Samurott stan, always have been, so much so that I actually have, this is my pre-rotation Samurott V-Star deck that I built IRL, partially because I got the cards really cheap, but partially because I just really have enjoyed the playstyle of Samurott V-Star. That being said, Samurott took a massive hit in rotation, and it's really been kind of useless up to this point. But because of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet 151, Samurott V-Star is back with the help of Starmie. I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about Samurott V-Star. It is a V-Star Pokemon, so you're going to evolve this up from a Pokemon V. It's got 270 HP Dark type, which is a great type to be hitting these days. Is it really? Like, at this point, it's a little weird because the popularity of Charizard has made it so we're not seeing Mew and Gardevoir as much, but in competitive play, Mew and Gardevoir are still very popular, and you are going to hit them for weakness, which is great. Grass types still largely suck, so being weak to grass isn't that big of a deal. You do have the attack Merciless Blade, which does 100 for 2 Dark Energy, does 110 damage, and if your opponent's active Pokemon already has any damage counters on it, this attack does 110 more damage, so 220, and if you were to tag some damage on there, you're already doing like north 200 plus, right? At that point, you are one-shotting basic EXs, Pokemon V, and you can climb the ladder a little higher with the help of Starmie, which is a new card in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet 151 with its mysterious Comet ability. Once during your turn, you may put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon, and if you placed any damage counters this way, you throw the Starmie and the Staryu in the discard pile. And this is an amazing way of getting that initial damage down, because like in a post-rotation format, we haven't had anything that hits the active. Hawlucha only does damage to the bench, and then you have to Alakazam. It's a whole thing. It makes the Samurott play really clunky, but being able to put damage wherever you want, at least at this point in time until the new Jirachi from Paradox Rift comes out, makes the deck play a lot smoother. And Starmie is so fun, not just for tagging targets, but being able to pile on that damage and take incremental KOs as well. I think in tandem, right, one Mysterious Comet plus Mooncleave Star, which lets you drop 4 damage counters on a Pokemon of your choice, that right there is 60, and that's the magic number to take out a lot of basic Pokemon. Now that we have so many evolving decks out right now, 60 Pokemon, like EX Pokemon, 60 is enough to steal a prize off the board, which is really nice. So the combination of Starmie being able to steal KOs off of smaller Pokemon off the bench, as well as tag the bigger targets for Samurott to take down, is really fun. We've got a 4-3 line of Samurott, a 3-3 line of Starmie. We've got 1 copy of Manaphy to protect the bench. We've got 1 Squawkabilly to help us discard our hand on the first turn if our hand sucks. Also works well with discarding Dark Energy that we can Dark Patch on later. We've got 1 copy of Lumineon to grab a supporter of our choice. 1 copy of Galarian Moltres, thanks to its Malevolent Charge. When we bench this from our hand, we can attach up to 2 Dark Energy that we have there, and yeah, just attach it to the Moltres, which is great for powering it up quickly, and having the single prize attacker can skew the prize race against other decks. So in the late game, this is amazing. It hits for over 200 damage. Even in the early game, if you're playing against a single prize deck, you can come in and do like 120 damage, even 70, enough that you're forcing your opponents to take 7 prizes to win the game, which is very nice. 1 copy of Greninja for the concealed cards. We're not going to use Moonlight Shuriken at all, but concealed cards lets us discard an energy and draw 2 cards. This is our primary draw engine for the deck. Also helps us with getting energy in the discard pile to reattach with Dark Patch. All right, let's go over to the trainer cards. 2 copies of Boss's Orders. We gust our opponent's bench Pokemon into the active. We've got 2 copies of Colress's Experiment. I kind of had a difficulty finding a split between Research and Colress, so I went down the middle. I love the fact that Professor Professor's Research gives you 7 cards. I don't always love the fact that it forces you to discard your hand. So we've got 2 copies of Colorist, kind of splitting the difference. Sometimes you want that deep dig. Sometimes you want to look 5 cards deep. Keep 3, put 2 in the lost zone, and then just get the 3 cards you really want while also holding on to your hand, which is really important when you're just like 1 piece short. I just need that Starmie. I need that Level Ball. I need that Dark Patch. So I've gone with a 2-2 split of those here. We do have Raihan in case we need a little bit of acceleration and a little bit of a comeback factor here. If our Pokemon gets knocked out on the previous turn, attach an energy and grab a card of our choice. Especially since Samurott only needs 2 energy to attack, getting that Raihan in really helps us get back into the game. We've got 1 copy of Escape Rope. We actually don't need a lot of pivoting in this deck because when the Starmie uses its Mysterious Comet, we'll oftentimes put it in the active, we'll Mysterious Comet, and then it gets discarded and we can pivot what we want into the board. But just in case something gets stuck, we can use Escape Rope to get them out. We've got 3 level balls to find our basics, our Staryus, and actually we find our Starmies as well. Really important card in the deck. Rescue Carrier lets us grab 2 Pokemon, each with 90 HP or less, from our discard pile, put them back in our hand. It feels so good when you use the Mysterious Comet ability, play Rescue Carrier, and then get that Staryu and Starmie right back. And 3 of these, very nice. 1 copy of Pal Pad to get supporters from our discard pile back into our hand. 3 copies of Nest Ball to get our basics down. 2 copies of Battle VIP Pass. This I've been hit and miss on. Do I go 4 VIP Pass? Do I go 1 VIP Pass with an Irida? Do I go no VIP Pass? I think VIP Pass is really good in the deck because we want to set up wide, but there's just a bunch of stuff that we want to squeeze in here. So I think one of the things you could potentially cut is Choice Belt. Lets you do 30 more damage on Pokemon V. Pokemon V are still relevant in the game, and anytime you can boost your damage with Samurott, that is amazing. But I think this is a card you could consider taking out of your build of Samurott. We do have 1 Klara, lets us grab up to 2 Pokemon from our discard pile and up to 2 energy. And I liked Klara here over something like a Miriam or a Super Rod in the sense that I like getting the Pokemon and the energy back into our hand, because one of the things we can combo here is getting the Galarian Moltres with a 2 energy, and we can bench that right away and attach a 3rd energy and roll. But it also helps us get our Staryu, Starmie. It also gets our Samurotts back if we have to discard them at any point. So really nice card in the deck. 4 copies of Dark Patch. This is our main way of accelerating besides from hand. It lets us attach a basic dark energy from our discard pile onto a benched Pokemon. 4 copies of Ultra Ball, discard 2, grab a Pokemon of our choice. 1 copy of Lost Vacuum. You may have noticed there's no stadiums in this deck. There's just a lot of stuff to fit. I did fit in Lost Vacuum because there will be times your opponent's playing Path to the Peak, or they're playing a Bravery Charm and you really need that 1-hit KO. So we've got the Lost Vacuum in there as our 1 solitary bump. And then, yeah, we've talked about research and Professor's Research. So we'll go back to the energy, and we've got 9 energy. And I know I've said it in another video already, but I love the Galaxy Hollow energy from Scarlet and Violet 151. This looks fantastic. So our general game plan is that we want to set up 2 Samurott Vs, 2 to 3 Staryus. Most of the time it's going to be 2, and then leave some room for a Greninja. Sometimes you're going to have to play Squawkabilly to get your hand set up, but ideally 2 Samurotts and 2 Staryus. If you can squeeze in 3, that's great as well. And then on the following turn, you really want to be popping off using Starmie to tag targets or snipe down bench targets as well, and then start swinging with Merciless Blade for maximum damage, ideally hitting 210 every turn. One of the issues with Samurott is that's not always feasible. I think you can stretch it in a way so that you're always hitting 210, but sometimes you're going to overextend and try and take out like a small Pokemon, and you'll burn Mooncleave Star early. So that's something to keep in mind, is managing when to Mooncleave Star so that you can either take out a prize on the bench or just deal extra damage to a bulky Pokemon in the active. And then we do have the Moltres here to skew the prize race in the mid to late game. Definitely power this up before you go so that you can force your opponent to have to go through 3 Samurotts and a Moltres in order to win. All right, let's check out these matches. We lost the coin flip, but we are going first, which doesn't... Hopefully we can get a better hand of cards to start the game. No, we do not. Okay, can we top deck like a Squawkabilly, a VIP pass, like anything right now? Oh my goodness. And these are matchups that we actually... Okay. Manaphy, Choice Belt, we will get rid of. Let's go get Squawkabilly down. Okay. We are going to have to Klara back this Samurott at some point in the game. We've only got 2 still left in the deck. We get ourselves a Sammy and an Energy. And we have a Rescue Carrier, which I know we don't need Rescue Carrier right now. Let's go end our turn. They are going to hit the fat Battle VIP Pass and pretty much pop off. Interesting they're playing VIP Pass in a Miraidon deck. I don't think you need that. Really, you get the Miraidon down and your bench is full. Yeah, like they're running a billion Pokemon Stars. Now, you know, granted, on my side, I would have loved to have run Arceus too. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, they... Yeah, the VIP pass does help in the sense of getting Arceus down. I will give them that. Now, I don't agree with putting Raikou up first like that, because now you can't Electric Generator to it. Yeah, they have put themselves in the line of fire for potentially no reason. Now, we need an out to Samurott and an out to Starmie. Let's go and grab our Starmie. We will pop off. I love the way that if you've got the combo of Rescue Carrier already in hand, you can just reload right away. We'll put Samurott in the active. Now we need an out to Samurott V-Star. We'll go and put the Staryu and the Starmie back in our hands. We're going to Iono away. And we need a Samurott or an Ultra Ball. Please. Okay. Okay. Let's go get Greninja. We'll put down Level Ball. Draw 2 more cards. There's Samurott. Okay. And I'm actually going to Level Ball for another Staryu. And hopefully we can get ourselves set up here. And we could have even... I think we had to take the Raikou out. If they don't get a Mareep set up on the following turn, we could just snipe that out of the game as well. Okay, we get a Rescue Carrier. That's very nice. If they only get 1 Regieleki set up, they are still not one-shotting. If they get 2 Regieleki set up, then we're in trouble. Okay, they're going to bring Raikou in again. They still don't have the energy, though. I would be... Yeah, what's the game plan here? Yeah, they're willing to sacrifice the Raikou, and I don't agree with that one bit. Okay. Let's go and we grab a Starmie. We grab the energy. We grab another Colress. We can get ourselves a little better set up here. Attach. And we get Starmie. That's great. We are going to pop off Mysterious Comet. I could arguably... I still need to take this out. So... Here, if we go... Actually, here we go. We pull off the Staryu Starmie combo. And we bench the Starmie, or Staryu. We activate the Starmie. And we do this, right? This is a bold move on our part here. We're going to go and put some on the Mareep. And I will... Actually, Mooncleave Star will take out the Mareep off the bench. I don't know if they see what's happening here. They must see what's happening here, right? And then we knock out the Raikou. And in 2 turns, we have taken 5 prizes. And this is looking very bad for our homie right here. We've pretty much got him in checkmate at this point, and they have not been able to do anything. I think it was silly to put the Raikou up as early as they did. Like, they have to tank right now. Okay, they can Generator, sure, and they can attack, but like, at this point, we have pushed this out of reach. Okay, sure. I don't know why they didn't put a third energy on Miraidon. Like, why aren't you attacking with Miraidon right now? Because Raikou is just... Okay, I don't necessarily agree with... I mean, this is going to be a tough matchup for our opponent for the most part anyway. But, I don't necessarily agree with the way that they've approached this battle. Okay. Regardless, we play who's in front of us. Oh, what are they going to boss up? Probably boss up the... If they're trying to take prizes here, take the Squawk. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, that is annoying. That is annoying in the sense that we now don't have a Snipe and we're going to be short on damage. Do we have Lumineon still in the deck? If we do, then we aren't too scared. Okay, let's go and see what we have here. Let's get rid of Battle VIP Pass and Nest Ball. We do have Lumineon, and we should just boss for game at this point. So now the Mooncleave Star looks pretty sweet. We have one copy of boss, and yeah, we'll go attach the energy for funsies just a little bit, and we will swing for 110 and take the game. GG's. Now, I've said it a couple times now, I don't necessarily agree with the particular approach our opponent took in that one. However, they were going to have a bad time regardless. We got set up really well. Samurott can tank a hit from everything in their deck. They did not get 2 Regielekis down so that they could one-shot us. And we, with the Starmies, we were able to like pile up that damage on the board really quick. At least tag our targets that we wanted to KO with Samurott, and we were able to steal an extra prize with the combination of Starmie and Mooncleave Star taking out a Mareep. So that ended up being a pretty clean win for us. GG's. Holy cow, that is the brickiest brick. Okay. Okay. Not ideal. And we're playing against United Wings. This is actually not necessarily the worst matchup. We can do some really fun stuff with the Starmies here. Okay. This deck is... I've seen some lists out of Japan. This list is doing better in a world where you can play the new Jirachi that's going to stop damage counters. And actually, this becomes a much worse matchup for us if they can block damage counters, because our whole thing is damage counters. Okay, there's no bench sniping in this deck, so we can get rid of Manaphy. It does suck that we're going to get rid of Dark Patch. I want a Squawkabilly. I want to dig into this deck as deep as I can, and hopefully we can get a couple cards back for Klara. Uh-oh. Yeah, they are churning the butter. Getting down all of their homies. I don't like that they preemptively got the Kirlia. If I had Iono, actually I could get Iono, but I don't know if that's worth it. Yeah, I think we just get set up. Okay. Yeah, we run our game. There's a Staryu piece. We've got 3-2 Starmie. I should have done a deck check to see what we have. That's one of my toxic traits as a player, is that, okay, we have 1 Moltres. We've got 3-2 Sammies. Oh, yeah, we've got all of our Samurotts. We've got most of the stuff that we need. 2 Boss, 1 Klara, 1 Research. That's a little problematic. 1 Cult, there are 2 Colress, 1 Iono. And then how much energy? Okay, we have 8 energy. Let's go grab ourselves the Squawkabilly. I think we can work with what we've got so far. Let's go and dig. All right. Ooh, I could set up a Moltres early. I don't think I want to do that just yet. I want to hold on to the energy. Actually, you know what? If we're going to dig, although if we squawk right now, I will be getting rid of like a whole bunch of consistency cards right now. And that's a little problematic. We do get a second Samurott. Actually kind of want to do that. Or do we get the star? I think we get the Starmie down, or Staryu down. And let's go and grab a little Dark Patch there. And we'll Basket Crash, which doesn't do anything at this juncture. Really going to be looking for a Klara here. At some point. It's great that we've almost got the Moltres set up. I think we're going to be able to steal a KO off of our opponent here if we can get the second Starmie. Because then we can go 20-40 and then just knock out a Kirlia and then come in and swing, knock out the Watch Roll. And we could actually use this Moltres early because this is going to do 50, 100, 120 damage once they knock out a Samurott. And that's going to knock out anything they have. And that can skew the prize race in our favor. Interesting. They put the energy on the Murkrow and not on the Watch Roll. Or yeah, they're going to let the Watch Roll just die here. So actually, I want to snipe the Murkrow. Okay. Let's go and do this. We get rid of Samurott and Nest Ball. Let's go grab ourselves a Starmie. And this is dead. Regardless of if we get another energy, which I really hope we do. Let's go research. Oh, we got all the energy. Oh, I don't have a second Samurott right now. Okay. That's good to know. We will go and... let's go oh, we can also get a second Starmie set up right now. Sick. Okay. So, we can do this. We Mysterious Comet 20. We put the Staryu back on the board. We go in Mooncleave Star. And we hit the Murkrow by... get another Level Ball. And I'll actually hold on to the Starmie for now. I don't think it's worth popping off just yet. And we take 2 prizes. Bang. Quick 2 prizes. Love that for me. Dark Patch, we can get the Moltres set up for the following turn. We did actually help them by getting more of their attackers into the discard pile in that sense. It might have been better to use it on take out a Kirlia here, but that's okay. At least I want to tell myself that's okay. We will make room for a Samurott in the next go-round. Okay, they're going to United Wings for 160 damage. Solid damage. Okay, the Manaphy is actually kind of a decent target because that doesn't block anything. Okay, we could Greninja here. Let's actually go and Mysterious Comet. And what is the easiest target here for us? If we go... yeah, let's go and take out the 20, 40, 60. Yeah, let's go after the Kirlias here. Oh, we have no more Pokemon. That's a little bit of a problem. I will put Samurott down. And let's go and conceal cards. Hopefully we don't get what I was looking for. We're going to attach it to the Moltres. And hopefully we draw into a better attacking situation on the following turn. We do need to get this Samurott set up at some point. There we go. Iono's fine. Even though we Iono ourselves down to 3, at least it's 3 fresh cards. Yeah, I think, yeah, we're going to lose Samurott this turn, which does suck. And it does freak me out that we don't have another Samurott ready to go, but hopefully we hit that on the next one. We've lost 3 Dark Patches already. Oh, no. Yeah, can we hang around long enough to take this dub? Here comes the Collapse Stadium, which actually helps us. We get rid of the Squawkabilly, which is nice. We only run 1 vacuum. We don't run any stadiums in this. I couldn't find room for it. I kind of hope they Iono us here. Actually, no, I don't, because I need this. Let's see what they use Okay, they don't. Okay, they are back in the game. We need 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. We get ourselves a Raihan, which is nice. We can grab ourselves another energy here. And let's go. Actually, we could Dark Patch and just get the energy out of the discard pile, and then we can Iono later. Yeah, let's do that. And we'll go bench. Oh, is it worth benching? Okay, we're going to have to get a Klara at some point for this to work. Otherwise, this is kind of silly. Okay, they have 1 attacker left at the moment, and it is just the Flamigo. Hopefully they don't have boss or anything crazy like that. It does kind of suck that we burned the Starmie on the Kirlia that now is a Gallade, because that hurts us quite a bit. They are going to get their double turbo energy. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think we're getting any more incremental damage here. Oh, when are they going to boss up? Ah, the Samurott. That sucks. That sucks. Oh, they're still only doing 160. Okay. Do we have rope? Klara is... We have to play Klara, right? Klara gets us Starmie. Is there still rope in the deck? There's still rope in the deck. So we have to... Okay, let's dig. Presumably there is still rope. Let's go and grab ourselves a Starmie Staryu. Let's fire off. Can we do... Okay. I'm not sure if this is the right approach. Okay, if we go in Iono... Yeah, let's go Iono. I'm risking it. Can we get, in these next 2 cards, rope? There it is. Okay. Let's see what they give us. Okay, Manaphy. That's fine. I will swing for 120. The Moltres is putting in work today. I love that for me. And I think we've got him. I think we've got him. Barring any sort of crazy stall traps. They can take out... Actually, if they take out the Samurott V-Star... Okay, we escape with the win. Let's go and finish this off. And we take them. GG's. Now, that was not... I will admit, that was not the best showcase for Samurott V-Star. Samurott got lucky there in the sense that, yeah, some of those attacks at the end were not particularly great, only doing 110 damage. Excuse me. But these Starmies bailing us out pretty large, at least in the early game. Being able to take 2 prizes really helped push the game out of reach. That, and then the Moltres, single prize Moltres, being able to get that set up helped us out a lot. And I think that, yeah, we also had Mooncleave Star. Mooncleave Star did help to take that initial KO on the bench, which is nice. And yeah, Samurott's certainly not a top tier deck, but I do think it is more playable now in a setup like this. I don't know if I've cooked up the perfect list, probably not, but I've always loved the idea of Samurott, and I think it's a little more viable now with the Starmies, and at the very least, I think the Starmies are very cool and are worth exploring more. GG's. And there we go. That is a look at Samurott V-Star with Starmie. Is this going to elevate itself back to the top of the meta, or to the top of the meta for the first time? Probably not. But Samurott is, I think at this point, it's still a little underpowered relative to the meta. I think it is, at the very least, it is on the fringes of rogue tier. There are some good matchups. I think Miraidon can be a good matchup. Chen Pao is not necessarily that bad if they can't get the one-hit KO. But it is, at the very least, it is at least a functional deck again, with the presence of Staryu and Starmie. Being able to tag the active makes a world of difference for this. You're not messing around with Hawlucha and Alakazam and trying to move damage around that way. This just flows a lot nicer. Now, the window for this deck might actually be pretty short, because once Paradox Rift comes out, the new Jirachi that blocks damage counters on the bench is going to be here, and that's going to be a wildly popular card. People are going to be playing that to block Sableye Lost Mine, and this is going to get caught in the crossfire. So Samurott V-Star with Starmie may not be long for this world, but at this moment in time, it's pretty fun to play, and I recommend, if you're looking for something rogue, something different to check out, try this one. But for now, I gotta get going. Thank you so much for watching, especially for a Samurott V-Star video where I'm pretty sure nobody's looking for this. No one asked for this. I think we're gonna get like 4 views on this, but if you stuck around to the very end of this one, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Sometimes, like I'll admit, I think for every Pokemon, I'm ranting here now. For the PokeTubers playing the card game, sometimes you're making decks because you know people are looking for them and you know you're going to get good views out of them. This is not one of those. I will admit, I will make decks because I think I'll make videos because I think they're going to get a lot of views here and there. I think that's just part of the game. But Samurott, this is a passion project of mine. I've always loved Samurott. I will probably always love Samurott. And I made this deck and made this video because I just love Samurott. I want to spread the word, and this is just something I wanted to make. So yeah, there we go. All right, let's get out of here. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at InThirdPerson. You can find me on Twitch at InThirdPerson, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And check out the website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So until the next one, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.